Alrighty guys, welcome back to a new series here on the channel. Today, as you guys can tell by the title, the thumbnail, and the intro, we're doing a Let's Explore series. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but didn't know how to structure it. So now that I kind of understand how to structure it, we're going to do a Let's Explore series of just other people's maps. Maps from Planet Minecraft, other servers' maps, just things that we can recollect on and explore on. So this is kind of a nostalgia video. This is HermitCraft Season 1. This is the world started by Generic B. I don't even know what year this was started in. I was looking at a fan-made kind of history to HermitCraft, and they said that the end of the Season 2 was in 1.7.10. So I just went to 1.7.10 and hoped everything will generate in properly. So we're not going to do an entire world exploration here. We're just going to look at some of the main features that, like, HermitCraft did back in the day. Like, these buildings. Now, when Generic B first made this server, he wanted the spawn point to be a plentiful village. So, if my memory serves correctly, King Daddy D-Mac. Oh my god. The myth, the man, the legend, King Daddy D-Mac. How do you get out? Oh, there you are, D-Mac. If my memory serves right, he built these houses himself, and then as members joined the server, they decided to take over them themselves. They have the Spoon, I Am Spoon. Fun story, actually. I Am Spoon messaged me years ago on my old account just to tell me how well I was doing, because I asked him to, because he's a nice guy. What did you do, Spoon? You did nothing. You freaking Spoon. But, yeah, like, there's so much in these maps that we can explore, and I do somewhat want to do them, I don't know, I don't want to do them all one cut. You know what I mean? Right now, we're doing the spawn point one cut because you're looking at everything. Joe Hills, I think? No, Exuma. This was Exuma's house. So, melon. What does that mean? Oh, he has a brewing stand. Exuma is one of the original members here on HermitCraft, which is freaking I love the history behind HermitCraft. Now, I remember this too. It was a board, and I believe it started coming out near the end of the season. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Slime Farm, we might want to look for some food. There is a pumpkin and melon farm. I believe Monkey Farm. Now, this was Topmass, I believe. Topmass had the tree. I believe Monkey Farm was in this series. Actually, I think this is Monkey Farms, now that I think about it. I think this is Monkey Farms, is it not? I'm almost certain Monkey Farm was in this series. I'm trying to remember. I'm certain that he was in this series, though. And I thought he built something near. I think this is his. I may be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I am wrong, all you OG HermitCraft members. Now, in the Let's Explore series, this isn't a dead end. Just because we're doing this map now doesn't mean we can't come back and recollect on it. If you guys have certain things that you want me to highlight, like in the seed or in the world, does that set it off? No, it's just to stop the water. Which one's melons? I want a little bit of food so I can switch off of survival. This should still work in this update. Are we on survival? No, we're on, we want to go to, easy it is. Because I am going to be eating melons. But yeah, I want to do everything in survival like they would have done on the actual map. Now, I am going to have to go creative to travel a little bit more. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this series. Hopefully this series is something, it's something new. It's something different, and we get to recollect. I'm so lost. So, okay, let's get back on track here. Let's get back to where everything started here. So this is the main area. That's the spawn point. One thing we definitely need to check out is the Nether hub. Now, I just said I want to do this survival, but I changed my mind. Like, hell, I don't. Like, I don't have permission to do that. We're gonna fly up. See, like, Season 1, the seed wasn't that massive. Now, I believe, no, Season 1, Corrales was on the server, but this wasn't kind of Corrales' season. Now, this was an old school sand generator that used to work in whatever version they were actually playing on. That, I believe, was Corrales. And I think this, no, this wasn't Corrales. I don't remember anything here. I do remember this road being built because the plan was to expand out here, and they never ended up doing it. Now, there's the mushroom. I remember the mushroom being built, but I can't remember who built it. Not gonna lie. And I remember these farms. I remember everything from here. Now, I don't know if it ever got built or not, but what we're gonna do right now, before we start exploring into the Nether and going to people's bases, this is pretty much all there is to see. There's the mob farm, like everything's pretty covered now. This was always an inspirational build to me. I always wanted to mimic this, and I honestly can't tell you why. It's not like the HermitCraft spawn point in Season 1 was absolutely amazing. I always wanted to mimic it, though. I honestly don't know why. Now, I know for a fact this was supposed to be a mini-games area, and yes, it actually did get turned in. This is Corralis's face for sure, and I remember this being some type of sharpshooter, I think. You had to shoot things. Connect 4 by Exuma. Oh, man, this is years ago now. They're on Season 6. Oh, super, super cool. This is actually so cool. Does it still work? Nope. Wait, is the game activated? I love the concept. That's actually such a clever idea. Oh, I might have to recreate that. Good job, Exuma. I don't remember what this was. I don't know. I think you were supposed to shoot something. A lot of them were shooting based. But now let's head back and let's go into the Nether. And I would like to highlight before we head into the Nether just how far HermitCraft has come. I don't know who built this, and I'm not trying to like insult whoever built this. But like, look how far HermitCraft has come from this series to where they are now. It's absolutely insane. I love the HermitCraft server. Now, this is something that truly inspired me as a young Minecraft player. As you guys know, I do run the Never Stop Gaming SMP server, and I made that server solely created because HermitCraft existed and Minecraft existed. I loved the concept, and there wasn't really any smaller SMPs. Now there's tons, but there wasn't any really smaller SMPs to play on. But this Nether hub, looking at it now, it's nothing compared to some of the stuff they've done now. They've come so far, but this Nether hub was such an inspiration to me. I wanted to recreate it. Now, I remember very vividly in this series, they did a server open event where they like gave out the server IP, and then they kick everyone every hour, and then new people could join and explore the server for an hour. And it was just a frenzy of people. And I remember getting into it. You were only supposed to get into it once, but I may have gotten into it twice and spent 2 hours on the HermitCraft server. And Generic B was streaming. I still remember him in like a fountain, going down the fountain on a boat. Like, I have so many vivid memories of how far HermitCraft has come and how I've been following them ever since. It's freaking insane. But this Nether hub was such an inspiration to me. I wanted something exactly like this. The way they had the chains holding everything up, and the way just everything seemed to flow together. The HermitCraft Nether hub here was such an inspiration. And then I remember they had, I think this was a little shopping area, was it not? Yeah, this was a little kind of shops area because they didn't really have a shopping area as far as I know. They didn't have a shopping district or anything. So it was more like another mall type thing going on over here. Look, they have insane shops now, but looking back at this world and all the memories that I actually remember from this series is absolutely insane. So let's try to find, oh man, we're doing this one first. Oh baby, we're doing this one first. Now this is another thing that I found really interesting that Biffa was trying to do here on HermitCraft Season 1 was bringing the overworld into the Nether. Now obviously that's been recreated many times since this. They actually did in HermitCraft Season 6. I believe they're on 6 right now. Yeah, it's definitely 6. It's not 7. Wait, is it 7? I don't know. I think it's 6. They have, like, the map one block. It's insane. But I don't know if you guys remember Biffa, in my opinion. Now, I could be neglecting to remember quite a few bases here on Season 1, but Biffa, oh, this base, are you ready for this? This base... oh, was absolutely insane. The base that he created, Biffa's Bowl, was like, look at this thing. Just the floor itself being in 1.7.10 or prior was insane. The fact that he had this mob farm, and I vividly remember this thing working. It should still work. Yeah, it does. I don't know if that's still a trick you can do. If it is, baller. Witches. But, oh man. This base was truly amazing. I seem to remember him building this before this was all dug out. And he was in the process of blowing it all up and just designing it. And just the results. Even what he didn't get finished, I don't think he finished this base. I could be wrong, but I don't think he did. But I also remember, like, the Joe Hill's rainbow over here. I believe there, yeah, I think that's I'm Spoon built his head there. I think that's I'm Spoon. I could be wrong on that one. But then down here, he dug all the way down to the end portal, and the point was to have his base centralized around the end portal. This farm's working like crazy. Holy hail. And then he had his storage system, and I believe there were a few other things scattered about the place, but I honestly could not tell you where they are and what they do anymore. Oh, but his base alone on the HermitCraft server was absolutely insane. The hours he took digging this out. Now, in comparison to what they do on the server now, this may not be that large of a project, but back then 1.7.10, oh, this was a biggie. Next base we're going to take a look at is King Daddy DMAC. King Daddy DMAC has since went on to move on to Ark. He makes Ark videos now. He's at like over 1 million subscribers last time I checked. I'm not into Ark, so sadly it faded away. But this base, I remember this being built, and I like the amount of time. Now, Iron Titans have since come out since then, and then Iron Foundries, and now 1.14 people are working on other alternatives to iron farms. But this was it. This was your iron farm back then. And he built, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I thought he might have went up. He did. Or he was going to. Am I wrong? I thought maybe it's Ijevin on the current season. He went up another, yeah, I think it's Ijevin on the current season, but he went up. But this was kind of like his temple base here. I love it. The fact that there's 8 iron farms. Now, I need to find the collection point. I don't remember where the collection point is, but I do also remember that King Daddy DMAC had his base centralized around an end portal. Then down here there was a few spawners and such, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there's, I don't remember what it is, spider spawner. Useless. And then, what was it? Another spider spawner. So he had 2 cave spider spawners. I don't remember. But where did his iron go? Where was his... I gotta break in, I think. I think we're gonna actually have to break... I do remember... I seem to remember that it was a killing chamber. It wasn't like an auto killer. I think where they would build up and then you had to kill them yourself. I could be mistaken. No, there's not an auto killer. Yep, here they are. And then this was blocked by melons. I don't know what's going on here. Clearly a prank. Oh, I'm sorry. You've been spooned. I am Spoon? Bad. Don't you prank King Daddy DMAC. He's an amazing human being. Clearly he never found it. My apologies, Spoon. But here was the collection. Oh my god, why did I do that? Oh, that wasn't that bad, actually. How much iron did he get? Yeah. Nothing in comparison to what they are now, but... oh, insane. I love this base. Frig. This is something I do recall. He was worried about people coming in and stealing his iron. So what he did was he hid the iron farm, so you come into this supposedly open cave, and then behind this water was the switch to get in. I remember that quite vividly. So I do remember some of King Daddy DMAC's base. I think we're going to take a look at one more thing, and then we will, hey, Mr. Slime, end off this episode. So what we're going to look at is, of course, the old Enderman Farm. So now as we get close to this, there's a beacon, and there it is. Enderman Farms have changed so much in 1.14, even 1.13, since they were back when HermitCraft built theirs. Look at this thing. This is what Enderman Farms used to take for them to be even remotely close to being efficient. All covered in water, which is still kind of a common thing. But they needed to be built, like, obsessively large like this. They had to be built up in the air, like always, because the spawning mechanics were different. and they were built with tripwire hooks at the 3rd block, and then they would get pushed whenever they spawned. And that was the norm. And then vines, and then there you go. This was the norm to Enderman farms, and I personally like these better. I wish they still were implemented because they're one-hit. The current ones, you can't one-hit them. They're not really an overpowered source of XP. But anyway, guys, that's all I got time for today of the Let's Explore series, or whatever I'm gonna call it. I'm not set on a certain title yet, so you'll know what it's called by the title. But anyway, guys, if you guys are new to my channel, I have switched over from my other channel, which was Game the Day Away. Some stuff happened over there. Don't worry about that. We're here on Minita Gaming now, and we're doing awesome things. We're doing freaking awesome things, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't mind becoming a minion by smashing that subscribe button, that'd be appreciated more than you ever believe. And if you could like the video, that would be even more appreciated. The memories, man, the memories. Now, next season, we're going to get into when Mumbo was on HermitCraft, and that's when I found Mumbo. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.